Although everyone obviously gets a PWC to spend time on it, whether it's because you just don't get the chance to ride or it's during the winter months, most people end up putting their PWCs into storage for some period of time during the year. Most people just throw a cover over it and park it in the garage or some other out-of-the-way spot, but doing that is not recommended and can cause some common and potentially major problems. The first problem people get when putting a PWC away is with the battery. Over time, the battery on your craft can and will go flat when unused. If that happens, the craft simply won't start, and that's likely to ruin your next ride when you eventually take it out of storage. Also, remember that it's pretty hard to jumpstart a PWC when it's on the water, and we seriously doubt the RACV, NRMA or RACQ will come running when you're in the middle of the bay either. Secondly, moisture can be an absolute killer. It can sit on external components and internal engine components, and over time, if left untreated, can cause corrosion to your PWC. As a result, you could be up for some expensive and unnecessary repair bills as the moisture corrodes important engine parts. Corrosion can also be dangerous as cables can potentially seize. The last thing you want is particularly a corroded throttle cable that sticks open when you're riding next, as the consequences could be diabolical. There are, however, a couple of quick and easy things you can do when putting your ski away that will ensure you never have any of these problems. First, buy and install a battery tender. Essentially, this is a battery conditioner designed to specifically regulate batteries when they are left unused for a while. It's not a good idea to connect a regular battery charger and leave it, as this will damage your battery and perhaps overheat it. There's no need to take the battery out of the PWC, just connect up the tender and that's that. They are available at all good bike stores like Peter Stevens and retail for around $65. Great value when you consider a new battery will set you back 3 times that at least. Next up, you need to do a couple of things to prevent unwanted moisture corroding and damaging both internal and external components. First, gently hose out the engine bay in the internal areas. Don't blast the water, just give it a light hosing down to wash out any salt water or other contaminants. Next, dry out the area as best you can. Some people tilt the ski or even use garden blowers to do this, but I like to use a custom hot blower which is specifically designed for this purpose. Any way is fine, just ensure it's dry. When you're done, give the engine, all the electricals and engine bay a thorough coating with a marine anti-corrosion lube. Remove the spark plug leads and coat the spark plug wells also. Don't forget to do the rear of the ski and all cables as well. We recommend BRP lube for this purpose. The lube dries any moisture present and stops any moisture in the area sticking to the parts you've sprayed. Next, if you have a 4-stroke engine, you need to fog the internal components of the motor, particularly the valves. What this means is to basically cover all the internal engine parts with a thin sheen of oil, also to stop moisture corroding it, as we've just done. As we can't simply spray all the internal engine parts, what we do is fog the engine with a thin coating of 2-stroke oil. Fogging kits don't come standard to all PWCs, but can be fitted, and this is something we strongly recommend you do. Water will always sit in both the airbox area and the exhaust. There's nothing you can really do about that. And if left untreated, moisture can potentially get into your internal components, severely damaging things like your valves. By fogging with 2-stroke oil, these components are covered with oil and your engine's protected. That's about all you need to do. The whole process should take no more than 30 minutes and you'll ensure your PWC is in tip-top shape for the next time you ride.